was a rugby tackle. It brought him to the ground. It controlled him.
I don't know.
That's Alex.
Yeah, go on, John.
Get off! Off it! Get away now! Move back! No! Yes.
Some of them, mate. Some of them.
I don't know, we're just going to find out.
No, I don't know. Leave it, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, mate.
Right.
I don't know.
What's happening then?
No.
Right, you've been identified as having some sort of involvement in that.
Well, I've just walked up and I got the rest of them.
All right, just stay with us a minute.
Just calm down for a minute until we find out what's going on.
In the CCTV control room, the operator is sure the cops have got the right man who was tampering with the patrol car. But without having seen the footage for themselves, PCs Thompson and Brooke are not quite so certain.
Yeah, Roger, thanks for that. You've been
half an hour.
Yeah,
Right, no, the problem is you've been messing about opening the door of the car, of the police car. You've been seen on CCTV doing that.
Well, you show me it then.
Right?
Well, anyway.
No, you can show me it now. You've got hold of me, you can show me it.
Well, we
I can't because it's on CCTV.
What's your number, mate?
1946.
1946.
Right, okay.
Right.
If we'd gone and made the arrest then, A, we weren't 100% certain, and B, it could have just aggravated an already hostile crowd. And we just didn't have the resources to deal with it if the crowd became a lot more hostile.
Assisting into an escape of an offender, okay, which you can't possibly get locked up for.
No, I
right?
will get you done.
Assisting.
I will get you done for getting me down on the ground.
Don't point your finger at me or you'll get locked up. Do not point your finger in my face, all right?
Don't point your finger.
Right.
Don't point your finger on my chest.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What these two just done to me up on
Right.
camera.
And I've told you the reason. And I've told you the reasons why it's happened. Okay?
I've done nothing.
Because we believed you were assisting the escape of an offender by opening the door on the police
I
car.
didn't touch it on the police
Okay?
car.
Well, that's the information.
That is
we
the
have.
information we got from CCTV.
So you took evasive action for nothing then?
No, we
Yeah,
took
you
it on
did.
information that we got from CCTV.
You thought you had it, you said?
No, that's what CCTV told us.
Why haven't you been arrested then if I'd assisted a prisoner?
Hey?
Why haven't you been arrested?
Because we're not at the moment, that's why. If you want to, if you want us to go down that route, it's up to yourself.
I'm just to be taken for rugby tackling me in the street, mate.
Right, and I've told you why.
Cheers, gone.
And I've told you why.
Yeah, but it's not good enough, mate.
Right. We're resuming.
Yeah?
And they're leaving a patrol with that, taking the prisoner, and everyone
Yeah,
else is
because
going.
we don't want to be here.
No.
Right.
I live in a caravan, so I can't do that about it.
About what?
Anti-social behaviour.
Leave him, let him do an interview on police brutality.
Mate,
On what police brutality then?
you just tackle
Well done, lad. Oh, that big.
Okay, great. Super. Right.
It was just one of those situations where just our presence was just increasing the crowd's annoyance. So the sooner we could get out of the area, then the sooner things would calm down, hopefully.
On the other side of Grimsby, mid-evening, PC's Rob Giles and John Lansley are on the London Road going into Hilsey.
All these bikes with their naff lights.
Some scooter enthusiasts are out and about.
This is it.
Appropriate use of the horn.
Boom. You're having that, will you, mate?
They've all turned their lights off now, haven't they? Oh, look, they've all stopped.
They were coming out of a built-up area by a McDonald's where a lot of kids hang out, and it was just horns all the time. Unfortunately, the road's not a playground.
These scooterists are all learners and a potential traffic nightmare.
The group pulled over at the bus stop, and as we pulled in, off they went. And you knew what was going to happen. They were going to catch a glance at the car, and that's it, off they went. Yeah, let's just follow that. Yeah, just watch.
Hundreds of them.
You watch this.
Lansley and Giles follow to observe them.
They think they're like mountain bikes, except they don't have to actually put any effort into it apart from twist and go. We've gone through the industrial estate. It reminds me of, you remember the what was the program? It was BMX Hawks or something, BMX Bandits? Oh, okay, they've gone through the cutway. Okay, I'll go the other way and they're going to pop out the other end, which is exactly what happened.
Well, there's three of them. Those are the last three, weren't they?
They've lost all their mates.
He just tried to do a wheelie, didn't he? Come here.
Thank you, and show me safe drive.
How you doing?
Was that a clever move trying to do a wheelie there?
To do what? To try to do a wheelie?
Yeah.
I went like this, blood.
Yeah, and I was
do a wheelie. I could do a wheelie for you.
And I was born yesterday, mate.
That has nothing to do with me when you were born.
Yeah.
Anything else? I thought so.
Taken aback by the American scooter rider, the cops go for an easier target.
You're going to ride a bike, put your helmet on.
Okay.
All the time you're straddling it, you're riding that bike.
Okay.
All right? So you either got your helmet on or you haven't. All right?
He put his helmet on very quickly and rode off.
There's no way he's put his helmet on.
No, he's just dropped it down, but he hasn't done it up.
So we stopped him again. Yeah, just took it undone. Sorry?
I've just undone it then.
Yeah. Well, next time when you put your helmet on, you put it on properly.
You got to film that?
Okay. Shut up.
Huh?
What's your
Y'all got
problem?
nothing better to do with y'all freaking self, man.
Okay, is there any reason why you're using your horn unnecessarily?
To catch up with these.
Yeah, well, what's the horn used for?
Notifying that you're here.
What? Freak is you looking at, man? I hate these. Oh.
See you later. You can go if you want.
Blood. None of y'all can tell me what to do around here.
I said you can go if you.
I go when I feel like going.
Well, then,
yeah?
Okay, well, shut up then.
So shut that. The hell you think you talking to? You gotta
Bloody
recognize, man.
Can I have you look at your license, please?
What?
Your driving license.
I don't have it.
Okay.
So?
Okay. You wait there, man. Okay.
This dude, man, you ain't got. You was looking for a freaking reason to pull me the hell over. Everything is legal around here. That's why I'm talking to you like that. Yeah? Get here, man. Sort it out and send it back. Hurry up. I ain't got all day here.
From the very outset, he appeared to be very anti-police. He was very loud, very aggressive, very in your face towards us.
See my face now? Look at the picture. Hate you dudes, man.
Why? What?
You want me to tell you why?
What have I
You want me to
done
tell you
to
why? Let me tell you what you did to me, right?
What have I done to you?
From the day I landed here, I respected y'all dudes, right? Twice my bike got nicked.
Right.
You know what I got? The shaft from you people.
What
I
do you
kept
mean
on
you got
getting
the shaft?
letters. No, let me continue. I got tons of letters from the highest of the highest in the police station telling me to come to resolve everything. I said I don't want nothing to do with none of y'all no more, man. And y'all will hear about it.
Right, and how's that my problem? I've never met you before. I don't know
My point
you,
is everything.
and you don't
Y'all
know
all
me.
the same. Y'all
No,
all
we're
the same.
not.
Look, you got my thing, sort it, give me my shit, man. I ain't got all day, all right? You got it, give me. That's all.
I need to shout.
It is annoying, man. You guys are
No,
annoying.
no, I've got a pad. Stop any vehicle on the road to make sure it's roadworthy, and make sure you've got driving license
Tell you
and
what,
insurance.
tell you what. You sort out if I'm legal. If I'm not, let me go on my way. I ain't got all day. Okay?
Well, the longer you get irate, the longer we're going to be here, aren't we? If you calm down, keep nice and quiet, we'll be done a lot quicker, won't we?
All this time I'm talking, you ain't looking at my paperwork, dog.
In the USA, they have very different laws to we have in the UK. Before the American police can stop somebody, they have to have probable cause that a felony offence has been committed. It's like he thought we were persecuting them for not doing anything wrong.
How do you sleep at night? You drink Horlicks?
No, I sleep at night knowing that
Right, and give me my stuff and let me go. Less talk, more writing.
Well, if you stop talking, I can do more writing.
You are so annoying. Anybody ever tell you that?
I think you're the big man, don't you?
No, I don't think I'm a big man. I know I'm a big man. Yeah, I know. And what you gonna do about it? I didn't think you was gonna do anything.
He came across initially as quite aggressive. There was no violence coming from him. There wasn't that aura.
You have nothing better to do with your life. That's why I gotta tell
I have a
you.
lot better things to do.
You have nothing better to do with your life.
Traffic officer.
So what? Go sort out traffic. It is dead here.
I'm sorry.
It is dead here.
Yeah?
There's no traffic here, dog. Go with your friend over here, write that stuff, and let me get out of here. I don't care what you got.
Well, I've got 2 legs.
I don't care. You and your mama should worry about how many legs you got. I ain't got nothing to do with that, dog. You and him sort it out. I've got to go.
I'm not done. Sorry.
I don't care what you is, man. You need to look in the mirror and find out what you is.
Across town, PC Lansley's British-style law enforcement seems to be paying off. The American scooter rider has calmed down.
It was weird. I didn't know what was going on. It was almost like y'all was following us. And
No.
The reason why I kept on, it wasn't like I was trying to gig y'all on. It was just that I didn't want to seem like I was running because I have nothing to run for. I'm legal, and you know what I mean.
Exactly, my colleague. Everything all right?
Yeah, here's your licence back, Joel.
And it is in order. Okay, but as I say, you've got to comply with our laws as well. I think he was annoyed because of the amount of times that group may have been stopped in the past. He was out there trying to do some good for the kids in the community.
It turns out that the man is working voluntarily on a scheme to keep teenagers on the straight and narrow, a scooter club called the Pompey Peds.
Although I'm explaining it to them, that ended up helping me to calm down, and it's helped them to understand why it's that many of us.
When I see 10 bikes, my main concern is that you're riding them correctly. Okay, you are not going down footpaths, you're not undertaking, you're not using the horns excessively, you know, you're not doing those things.
I knew that it wasn't like we stole anything or robbed a bank.
People will see the first 2 bikes, okay? They go past and then they come out and they wipe out the other 8 behind, okay? And that is what we are trying to promote. We're trying to promote road safety. All the time you speak to people and educate them, sometimes it sinks in. Not all the time, but the majority of the time I would like to think that it sinks in.
No problem.
All right.
Absolutely. Sorry about that, sir.
Take care.
Sorry about that, sir.
Right,
Hope you have a good evening.
And you take care of yourself.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's Saturday morning, and the cameras have swung into action on an estate in the north of the city. There's been a fight, and a mother has reported that her son has been bundled into the back of a Land Rover. The cops regard kidnapping as one of the most serious crimes, especially when there is a suspicion that firearms might also be involved.
Opposite the vehicle's moving.
All available units have been sent to intercept the Land Rover, including traffic cops PC's Lee Robinson and Dave Stevenson.
It was a reaction to a call which was believed to be very, very good information in relation to this kidnapping. Following Dave to the incident, and we didn't know an awful lot about the job whilst we was en route, other than it was a Land Rover. Weapons might have been involved.
I don't know whether it's just going to be the ARVs that are stopping it.
The police helicopter Oscar 99 is already above the chase and running the show.
ARVs, you've gone the wrong way. Sorry I missed that. You need to take your next right. It's now right onto Aideron Circle.
With the Land Rover in its sights, it can direct the traffic cops and the armed response vehicles to their target.
It's in front of you now at the junction.
With the help of the helicopter, the dog van managed to get in front of the vehicle and stop the vehicle.
Exact location.
The armed response lads jumped out with firearms and did what we call a hard stop, which is basically a full firearms stop on the vehicle.
With 4 loaded guns pointing at him, the driver's coming quietly.
Yeah, you've got it on CCTV. Everything looks under control. Can we leave the area over?
But there's a snag. There's no kidnap victim and no sign of any weapons in the Land Rover. But there are a lot of people, as well as the cops, trying to find out what's going on.
A lot of people came out of the woodwork. Everybody who was out knew whose Land Rover it was and who was driving it. A lot of the people that were there knew more about what was going on than we did.
What they know is that this is a family affair, and they prefer to deal with these things themselves. What they don't know is that reinforcements have been called in to keep the crowd in order.
The lads that are over there in their helmets are all from the van opposite, which is the support group. They've come across to try and sort of push the crowd back.
The other reason we keep the crowd back is you've got firearms officers there and you don't want people close to the firearms officers.
2 young men have turned up who are both related to the Land Rover driver.
Hey, John Boy! John Boy! John Boy! John Boy!
Jeep, you in here? Yeah, silly you all coming in. Right, you're under arrest for suspicion of kidnapping. You don't say anything way I'm
One of them has been arrested on suspicion of kidnapping.
I think coppers are so funny, me, you know.
The other claims he had nothing to do with it, and he's only just woken up.
I've been in bed, mate.
You sure?
They're just deciding whether or not the lad that's stood at the side of the dog van is going to be getting arrested.
Can't pull
So we've got his address?
Yeah, I'm just going to check with these lads.
It was believed initially that he may be involved in the incident, the kidnapping incident.
The CCTV operator has confirmed the man was caught on camera getting out of the Land Rover, so he too is going to be taken in for questioning.
Put your hands behind your back.
What are you doing? Hey. What are you doing? Now!
Put your arm, relax your arm and put it round your back.
Now!
Got it.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in.
What are you doing?
You're under arrest for suspicion of kidnapping, okay? You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't let
Yes!
something which you later on in court if you do something. Is that your reply to caution?
An idiot, I think, was the reply to caution.
No one is accepting any connection with the alleged kidnapping. The cops' last hope is that a forensic search of the Land Rover will uncover some clues.
Well, hopefully, now that recovery's here, as soon as we can get this out of here, we can all go and the crowd can do what they want then.
Up on crooks and surprising motorists who are breaking the law has never been easier in Sussex. Especially when people don't expect the traffic cops to be patrolling in a brand new unmarked Golf R32.
People's driving tends to improve significantly when they see a marked police car. It's to put us in the position where, in the same place in an unmarked car, to see what people's real driving's like, and obviously to educate and prosecute people.
When it comes to road safety, PC Quick and his partner PC Steve Dazuki Harmon are hardliners.
I learn without a seatbelt.
Some education's required.
It's been law for about 30 years now, and it still surprises me the amount of people that see it as their right to choose whether or not they wear a seatbelt, and they don't really think of what would happen if they were to have an accident, even if it's only at 30 miles an hour.
Some people still haven't got the message. Buckling up saves lives. Over 2,000 a year, it's estimated. And there's another reason to point the finger. The computer says he's not insured either.
Hello. Oh yeah, you'll pop out for me, driver.
Some people can be exempt from having to wear a seatbelt. For medical reasons, as long as they have a certificate to prove it.
Pop on the pavement for me.
Sorry?
Pop on the pavement for me. Any reason you're not wearing a seatbelt?
I've just gone from the shop.
Sorry?
I've just gone from the shop.
But that's not this man's excuse.
Okay, so I won't when you're wearing it.
I'm in the process of putting it on, aren't I?
You're on the public road, so it should be on before you get on the public road, shouldn't it? The argument was that he'd just come from the retail park, I say, which is nearly a mile away, and he was putting it on, but I say it doesn't take a mile to put your seatbelt on. So we should have put it on when he started the car.
Sorry, can you just tell me why you stopped him?
Because he's not wearing a seatbelt.
That's all?
Yes, and there's no insurance on the vehicle that's
No,
shown.
it is insurance. I can show you.
That's fine.
You follow me my house right
Yes,
now, yeah?
I have
you
all
follow us
insurance.
right on the phone to him.
The man's adamant he's got insurance for his car.
That car is more legal than what yours is.
Okay, fair enough. He immediately was quite anti towards us and why we stopped him. When the insurance issue came up, that really put the icing on the cake, yeah.
Proving he's insured isn't being helped by the fact that the man can't even prove who he is.
Right, so you got no ID on you at all?
The man in yellow is beginning to see red.
Look, if you get in your car and stop wasting my time, because I'm a busy man, I'll drive down the road, yeah, and I'll give you the insurance. It's 2 minutes down the road. You've just wasted that fuel in there. You can waste it coming down the road.
So you don't have any ID on you?
What am I going to carry it for when it's going to get robbed out the car, yeah? Does that not make common sense? I wish you police would get that. Please carry your documents, yeah? Now, when I lose them, you pull me over for not carrying them, yeah? So what do you want?
So you don't have anything on you at all?
My house is just down the road. Let's go, yeah? You got 5 minutes, I got 5 minutes. I want to prove you wrong, because this is all false, mate, yeah? It's false. That car, the MOT place is just down there, yeah?
You still haven't answered my question.
I have just answered your question.
No,
Excuse me, who are you insured with again?
RAC. So you don't
Gentleman says he's insured with the RAC.
He kept telling us that he was with the RAC and he was fully insured, etc., etc. But, you know, if I believed that every time, I'd never do any work.
We're phoning the RAC.
I'm
Where you
getting
going?
something out of my car. Do you mind? Get out
Okay,
of
well,
my
give me the
way.
keys
This is
first.
Take the keys.
Thank
Perfectly
you.
legal. It's all right, I'm not going to run away. You've got
I know
the
you're
keys.
not. You need to calm down,
Get out
mate.
my face then. Get out my face, yeah?
You don't tell me what to do, sir. We're checking out to see that
You
you're
don't
insured.
tell me what to do. I
haven't
pay
told
your
you to do
taxes,
it. Do you? I pay my own taxes.
And your wages, yeah?
And now he's going to pay the price. £60 for not wearing his seatbelt, and until it's established he's got insurance, he's not going anywhere.
He obviously thinks that he's Mr. Law-abiding, and how dare we stop him?
Right, that is
Happy
yours.
now?
Thank you very much.
Pat on the back for that.
Thank you very much.
Get a new stripe on your hat for that.
Right, what we need to do is wait for your insurance thing to come back.
Okay, so you're going to waste my time, yeah? And if that insurance is right, I'm going to have you. Good
All right,
time.
fair enough.
Is that all?
No, you can sit in your car and wait for us if you like.
No, I'm not sitting in... Ah, you just broke the law. I'm not sitting in car outside a car that you're saying is not insured because I'm on a public highway. You just broke the law, lawman.
Okay.
1 point to me.
A lot of people will have a lot of bravado, especially when there are other people around. They'll sort of play up and act the big man, as it were.
Get on your fancy phone and do your job.
At last there's an answer from the RAC.
Yeah.
The big man's relishing getting one over the traffic cops.
Come on then, let's have it.
Right.
Yeah?
But he's not going to like the news.
Unbelievable you are. Yeah?
Sorry, what was which bit's wrong? Which bit's wrong again?
Oh, when a typing error by the insurance company. Well, bugger.
Okay, I'll tell him, okay. Okay, thanks a lot.
Come on then.
Right.
Let's go then.
Okay, you're going to shut up long enough for me to
I ain't
explain what the
shutting
problem
up.
is.
Yeah, because there's a typing error by the insurance company on the registration plate.
Did you do it on the internet?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your error then.
So your error then?
Rubbish. I got a document at home saying what it's on it.
It wasn't on
GN06 GX8, so don't tell me.
But your vehicle's YN06.
Yeah.
So that vehicle's not
Just
insured.
give me the keys. It's
No?
insured.
What you've got to do is phone the RSC and get a new certificate, get the correct policy,
Come on,
okay?
big fella.
So let's just clarify this. Because of your mistake, you're putting the number plate wrong on the RAC. That's what's led to all of this today, sir. You've got no one else to blame but yourself. Have a good day, put your seatbelt on for your own safety.
You really don't have anything to do better than
Have a good day.
Goodbye, madam.
Nice to meet you. Have a nice day.
I think all the way through it, he thought that he was in the right all the time, even though it was obviously he wasn't. But any little victory he could get against us, he was trying that.
Happy chappy?
That's it. He's obviously brave because he's put his seatbelt on.
Yeah.
He's still going.
What's all that about?
Few bikes get away from PC Dennis on his Honda. Even fewer will get away from his brand new Suzuki. It's a Hayabusa, a superbike with a top speed of 190 miles an hour. The Hayabusa is a Japanese bird of prey, a fitting name for a predator of bad bikers. First stop this afternoon is the local biking cafe to show visitors the cops mean business.
I take the Hayabusa to Motorcycle Cafe. It breaks down barriers.
Bit of a giveaway, isn't it?
I struggle to get the speed anywhere.
It's a cult bike. You know, people will be stood round looking at it, bumping their gums, sharp and take a breath. Is it really a police bike? And what a police got that for? It's great because it gives me an opportunity to interact with the riders and talk about why we're there.
Has he got a camera on it then?
Yeah, which is linked to the video on the bike. Evidence quality as well, so it could be used at court if needs be.
And hopefully it just plants that seed of doubt that next time they open the throttle, next time they're riding too fast, that we may just be there watching them.
The CAF is a gateway to some of the best motorcycling roads in the country, a mecca for bikers, some of whom like to ride their luck.
Quite often we find that Some motorcyclists will be trying to show off. They'll pop a wheelie or do something silly in front of everybody else just to get some attention.
But it's a different kind of display that PC Dennis is witnessing near the CAF today.
I saw two motorcyclists come up to the junction waiting to turn right towards York. Shortly afterwards, a car pulled up behind them. And as the motorcyclist pulled away, the car pulled out quickly and tried to cut them up, almost forced one of the bikes off the road. That's dangerous driving on behalf of the car.
Bike riders are normally very welcome in East Yorkshire, but perhaps not by everybody, it seems.
I saw the car swerve across the road. We forced them to change the path, made them slow down. What I'd seen, it was a deliberate act by the car driver. That outraged me, really.
This time, PC Dennis is sticking up for his fellow motorcyclists.
Motorcyclists are flesh and blood. They don't have this tin can around them. They don't have the airbags and the seat belts and the crumple zones. It wasn't done carelessly, it was a deliberate act by the car driver.
Everything you just did with those two bikes is caught on this video.
Yeah.
Do you want to see it?
No.
You don't?
You see, they must have been waiting there about 5 minutes.
Yeah, for the traffic to come through.
They flew past me.
Okay, that's irrelevant. At the junction, you almost had one off.
A lot of people say, no, I'm not interested in seeing it. They don't want to see what they've done and how bad it is.
He was waiting at a junction to pull out. He pulled out and you took a wide line and caused him to swerve.
But I noticed that he had enough room on numerous occasions to get out onto the road.
So what you're saying is...
I didn't know whether they were going to put the bikes down.
Because he didn't pull out quick enough, you didn't like that?
No.
Well, that's careless driving.
I then spoke to the motorcyclist and got their side of the story.
It was on the KTM. That was you?
Yes, I've been coming back from sort of Scarborough area. I went to pass him, he sped up. I went to pass him again later on, and he sped up again. But I thought, well, it's okay, road's clear, so I carried on, and then he started swerving like this, and I had to brake really hard, frightened to death, and then he's just acting like an idiot.
I was seriously contemplating prosecuting the driver of the car.
To do that, I'll need statements from the pair of you. Are you prepared to go to court on what happened?
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
You're more than me, like,
he's using his car to bully me off road.
Going back to the driver, he had his own allegations. He had his own stories to say about what had been going on.
Well, you see, they've caught me up coming over from, I don't know what the place is, I've just been on the back roads. They've caught me up, they've gone past me, and then what the driver at the back who's got like orange discs, I think they are, on his car, he's gone past me doing the sign.
Right. You were trying to intimidate him. You were using your car to intimidate that rider.
Yes, but I'm presuming they're going to get off the bikes and do something to the car or something. They've slowed down for me to catch them up. I don't know why. And I didn't know what he was doing with his feet. I mean, he's gone past us once with his foot out, showing his arms.
That's because at the junction, you almost forced him off the road. I think the way you're driving, sir, is not appropriate, and I think your attitude to motorcyclists is appalling.
The passenger in the car supports the driver's side of the argument.
I was feeling threatened by the action of those motorcyclists. The one with the orange wheels was coming past us on several occasions, giving the sign.
Okay.
We overtook it. Jack overtook him at safe places, one thing or another. But I mean, the guy on the orange one, he was just provoking Jack, if you ask me.
I've got a car driver and his passenger saying one thing, two motorcyclists saying another. It became apparent that there was more to it, and that this had been going on for some time, which is the typical road rage incident, 6 of one and half a dozen of the other.
Guys!
The unusual situation calls for some unconventional diplomacy.
Either both of them get prosecuted for dangerous driving or careless driving, or they shook hands and made up.
It's road rage and it's got to stop, hasn't it? And it can't go on. In future, if you interact with a car and you don't like what they do, stop, pull over, let him go. Don't continue. Next time, don't interact with bikes. Don't have anything to do with them if you don't like what they're doing, because it's only going to end up in one thing, and that's somebody dying. Today, both of you could have been going to court for careless driving. We need to be a bit more grown up and forget about it. All right?
Yeah.
something on, please.
They were happy to take a slap on the wrist, one for a better term. It's not the easy way out. I did see the driver of the car drive dangerously, but it's similar to a domestic dispute. Sometimes you have to allow the parties to have their own say without being judge and jury.
In Kingston upon Hull, policing the busy city centre normally means responding to emergency calls, one after another. So it's unusual that today started so quietly for traffic cops Claire Large and Vince Christie.
Nothing particularly of any importance for us to go to deal with, so we just went out onto the road to see what we could find.
It hasn't taken long. They've found something at the end of the road.
We're driving along Boulevard, just come up to a T-junction. There was a van in front of us. There was a car waiting to turn into Boulevard past us.
All stalled.
The only thing that caught our eye was it stalled right in front of us.
Young lad there.
Yeah. We both glanced at each other. Oh, don't look like
He doesn't, does he?
No. We all stole cars. But with him being young, we decided to go after it.
So we spun around and went to see if we could speak to him.
It'd gone down the road slightly, so it's just a case of catch up to it, a couple of streets, and then we'll stop it. Quite young now, where's he gone? My gut instinct was there will be something that he hasn't got, either licence or insurance. The car was typical old shed, as I call them. Run-down car, bit tatty, not looked after, but still could be legal, still could have a licence and insurance.
Well, it looks a bit older now.
Now then, mate, just come and stand off the curb for us. Is it your car?
No, it's my father's. I'm just going to go pick something up from a friend's.
Right, okay. Have you got a driving licence?
I've got a provisional.
Right, okay. Are you insured on it?
I am, yes.
Right, are you sure?
Yes.
Because we can check that.
Yep.
Right, just come and take a seat in our car for us a minute. You know you shouldn't be driving on a provisional.
Yeah, if you want, I'll leave it there, mate. And give it
yeah, we will be leaving it there for a short time.
The man's admitted he's broken the law, driving on a provisional licence unaccompanied and without L plates. Christie now needs to find out his identity. He's going to start with some easy questions.
What's your full name, mate?
Aidan.
A-I-D.
E-N.
E-N.
John.
Yeah.
Taylor.
T-A-Y.
L-E-R.
L-E-R or O-R?
E-R.
E-R. It's unusual. T-A-Y-L-E-R. Well, I fully expect it to be T-A-Y-L-O-R, which is the usual spelling. He said it with an E. Okay, what's your date of birth, Aidan?
Yeah, Roger.
The 3rd.
Yeah.
Of the 4th. 87.
Now the questions get a little trickier.
And how old are you?
19.
Your date of birth doesn't tally with how old you are.
Mm.
Okay. At that point, I wasn't happy in what he was telling us. Because obviously what we want to be sure is the person that we're talking to is the details that we've got. So let's start again. Give us your full details.
Aidan John Taylor.
How are we spelling Taylor?
T-A-L-E-R. Sorry, T-A-Y-E-L-R. L-E-R.
Right, that's 3 different versions.
If Christie can't be satisfied about the man's identity, he can take drastic action.
One of the options was, if we're not happy, we'll lock him up. But arresting someone is the last option. We're trying to sort other ways of dealing with people before taking them to the police station.
I've never been in trouble with the police before, you see, that's why I'm checking.
He was telling us he was carrying no identification. The vehicle didn't come back to him, so we had absolutely nothing. Where do you live?
Just across the road, Colton Street.
What number?
Alpha.
Rather than drag the man down to the police station, they're thinking of going round his house.
Because we need to be certain that the address that we're going to summon you to, the address where all your mail's going to go to get you to court, we need to be satisfied that that is your address.
It is my address.
Right,
I don't carry keys.
What documentation you got at Coleman Street then?
I've got... Mother's got most of my identification because I fell out with her a couple of weeks back and I haven't yet been round to go pick anything up.
Well, have you got paperwork at Coleman Street? Anything with your name on it?
No, none of the bills or anything go there in my name.
Right, so if we sent a summons to you, there's no point sending it there, is it? Where does your post go?
Coleman Street, that's where all my bank statements go.
Right, so have you got a bank statement at Coleman Street?
Not recent, no.
Well, what have you got at Coleman Street?
Nothing. Honestly, I do live at Coleman Street. You can take me around there now.
Christie's going to call the man's bluff.
You got the keys for the van?
Yeah.
If we can establish who they are by taking them home, then I'd rather do it that way than taking them to the police station. We're always nice to one person a day, and fortunately you're the first person.
Yeah.
We always try to be nice, and I think it's general I am nice to people that I meet. We take them on face value. We took him round to the address, let himself in, so he walked straight in. Can I come in? There was people in the house, and before I let him speak, I asked the person, I think it was his girlfriend, give us the details of this lad. Who's this? What's his name? Eden. Do you live here? Yeah, I do. Right. No, he's not under arrest or anything like that, but we need to clarify who he is. How long's he lived here? Months?
Yeah, not a few months.
Right. She gave me exactly the same details as what he gave us in the car, which either they've made a good story up and they stick to it, or they're genuine. Go on then, young man. Thanks for your time.
Right. Is that sorted now?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'd walked into his address, so I had a contact point if I needed to get hold of him, and someone else had confirmed his details, that the person that I was talking to was Aidan Taylor.
With his identity established, it's back to Taylor's car to finish the paperwork.
You will be reported for driving without insurance.
Yeah.
In my mind, yes, I'd got the right person. Piece of advice for you, mate. If we couldn't have proved where you was, we could have locked you up and took you to Nick till we prove who you are.
But because you two have been decent and took me to my home address and proved it, yeah.
We're always nice to one person.
Much appreciated.
Still in a nice mood, Christie is letting the uninsured driver go, but not without first seizing the car he said belonged to his dad.
I wouldn't want to be involved in a collision where someone runs into the back of me and is not insured. So if I can do my bit with getting the uninsured vehicles off the road, then I'm helping the public. So in my eyes, it's a good job done.
Despite losing his dad's car, the man's grateful it wasn't any worse.
All right.
Thanks a lot for your time.
All right, no worries. If he would have gone to the address, or he decided, oh no, I don't live there, then yeah, he'd have got locked up. So he was very close to being arrested.
On a housing estate in Hampshire, a motorist has been pulled over by the traffic cops.
According to our system, you've got an expired provisional licence. You've got no ID on you, which I find very hard to believe. You've not even got a handbag with anything in it.
No, I haven't.
She's just one of an army of illegal drivers, trying the patience of cops like PC Steve Woodward.
Is that right, you got an expired provisional? What, last time you knew? You're an unlicensed, and I think an uninsured driver, if you hit, let's say one of these boys ran out in front of you on his bike, all right? You're not talking about a few points on your licence, you could be looking at 5 years in jail. Yeah, it's that serious. The accident might not even be your fault. You got kids? Right, if one of them got hit by an unlicensed, uninsured driver, yeah, you'd be screaming blue murder, wouldn't you? Right, that's what this is all about, okay?
Until recently, motorists were allowed 7 days to produce their documents or face a fine. But now, new police powers mean their cars can be taken away immediately, and if valid documents are then not produced, obliterated.
All those that are uninsured and unlicensed, they shouldn't be on the road. They're not entitled to be on the road. They don't pay to be on the road, and at long last, we've been given something to actually remove them.
Can you fucking turn it off? Because you're getting on my nerves, I swear to God.
Well, that's going to do your case a lot of good, isn't it?
Well, he's pissing me off. Do you want me to get my tits out or what?
No thanks. It's the best weapon we've ever been given to rid the roads of uninsured and unlicensed drivers.
In Cosham, near Portsmouth, PC Foster and PC Chris O'Connor have got their hands on the BMW.
Should we get down a Pompey first then?
Yeah.
Great for the whole range of work the traffic cops come up against.
So you cover everything from the roads policing side to general public order, assaults. You go to everything. So it's not just purely roads policing, you do cover a lot of other things.
And it's not an incident on the road they've come across first. It's a man on the pavement, struggling with a bike.
As we drove along the road, I just saw him come off, almost fall off his pedal cycle. Whereabouts you off to now? Take this home, mate. Yeah, no, well, yeah, but, mate...
Where is stolen?
Hey?
Where is stolen?
Well, if you're telling me it's stolen, then you'll have to go down to the police station to speak to me.
I'm just saying, if it's stolen, I don't want nothing to do with it, if it's stolen. I don't know what to do with it. I won't walk if it's stolen.
Whose is it?
I just rode it down here to get here.
Well, then why do you think it's stolen?
I don't know. I ain't never seen it for my life.
The bike could be stolen, but the man knows how to dodge the issue.
I already know your face.
Do you?
You know my face.
I don't know you, mate.
I've seen your face for me.
Well, you might have done, but I don't know you.
I do know your face. You're young, but I know your face.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that. I'm actually your age, but never mind.
Look at my face. Benjamin hair. Jason Stanley. Think about it, mate. I know your face. I know
you
your
might have done, but I don't know you.
I never ever forget names. Face, please.
Okay.
I forget names. Alright, never get face. And I know your face. You know my face, miss. Come on, you must know my face.
I don't remember you, mate. I don't remember you.
Talk to you, mate. You do know me. You do know me. You've been there. I know his face. He knows me. I know your face.
Fortunately, he wasn't wanted because I didn't really want to have to drag him back to a police station in the state he was in. You know, i.e. 2 sheets to the wind.
You right with me, yeah?
I do remember you from many years ago.
I'm a bit pissed, miss.
I can tell that.
Yeah. I ain't got lied to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know where I'm gonna lie to you.
I'm glad you're on that rather than a car.
I don't think it's
Listen,
stupid.
mate.
I don't think it's stupid.
It always seems strange, doesn't it? Everybody that gets drunk takes their shirt off. I don't know why.
You're going to walk it home for a second rather than ride it.
Now, will you?
I'll remember you next time, all right? Next time I'll say I'll remember you, all right?
Jason Stanley.
And nice to meet you, mate.
What's yours, sir?
My name's Mark. Mark, nice to meet you, mate. I have, I know. It's in the air conditioning here. Right, fella.
You lucky bugger.
You walk that one.
Bugger.
You walk this one back for us, mate.
I will.
All right. Don't ride it because you've fallen off once, and I don't have to come and pick you off the floor. All right, buddy. Yeah, you take it.
The diversionary tactic has paid off.
No worries.
PC Foster's new friend is free to go.
No,
don't know where it comes from. I swear down.
All right, buddy.
I already told you that enough.
Yeah, you look after yourself. All right, take care.
Come on, Kara. Oh, you boys.
The state of him.
Not all bobbies are born into the job. 11 years ago, Ben Townhill managed supermarkets in Hull before signing up for the police after getting fed up with some of his customers.
Some of the shops I worked at were in the less affluent areas of the city. We had our fair share of shoplifters, and me being the type of person I am, made a point of challenging them. I just kind of found it the natural progression, really.
A different kind of customer, one who ignores the highway code, is the challenge for PC Townhill these days.
You can have a ticket, You can have a ticket.
There's trouble in store.
That's ridiculous.
Blocking the view, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. Just get him to shift.
Just pull up there for us, mate, please.
Townhill has a way of dealing with people who break the rules of the road, even if it is just stopping on a zigzag line, giving them a ticket.
I'll do a check on anything.
People that park on zigzags, that use a telephone, don't wear the seat belts, it's all the same to me. I'll deal with it in a positive manner. Now then, I've stopped you because you were parked within the limits of a Pelican crossing.
I know, he was just come out from the shop. He was with the guy who's work, my boss work at the shop. He was going for 6 in the shop.
So it's all right to park on zigzags for that, then, is it?
It's not right.
Right. It's not a valid reason at all. Zigzags are there for a reason, aren't they? And it's not for people to just park on because they need to nip in for convenience. I'm reporting you for parking within the limits of a zebra crossing. Okay? You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you fail to mention when questioned something you later align in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand what that means? Have you got your licence with you?
No, I'm just working. Not really now.
Pardon?
I can prove with the licence, but not with me.
Have you got a driving licence?
Yeah.
British driving licence, is it?
Italian.
Italian, right, okay. Whose van is it?
It's my boss.
It's your boss's. Are you insured to drive it?
Yeah.
Right. Well, because you've You told me you've got an Italian licence. Obviously, I can't give you a ticket for that, which is what I was going to do. Okay. The offence itself carries 3 points and a £60 fine. So what I'll have to do is summons you to court. You'll have to go to Hull Magistrates Court. Okay. At the end of the day, there isn't. I'm afraid no, because listen, it's dangerous. Okay. It doesn't. No, you weren't there 1 second, but you were there at least a minute or so because I passed you and then I turned around to come back and you were still there. Okay. And not only were you just parked there waiting, you were messing around with your mobile telephone, so you didn't have a clue what was going on around you. Have you got any identification on you at all?
No, not at all.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
So how am I going to prove who you are then?
I can give you my name, it's no problem about that, I can give you my name.
I'm on Hessel Road, can you do me a vehicle check please?
Jim had done some checks on the van.
It's a white Ford Transit van.
He PNC'd the registration and got the keeper details.
Pasquale what?
The registered keeper was the only person that was insured for the van. He'd given his name as Paco or something and he said he was the keeper's brother. Right, what's your boss's name?
Steve.
Steve what?
Couple. Steve Couple.
Does he come back to a company name, something?
Comes back to that.
The van is a private van.
Comes back to this Pasquale Cuomo. And he's insured only on it. You spelled it out to me, it's not spelled like that. Pasquale Cuomo, C-U-O-N-O. I suppose it's similar, but it's Pasquale.
Maybe. Who's that?
That is my brother.
That's your brother?
Yeah.
Right. You haven't got insurance to drive this, have you?
I'm using my image.
You've got no insurance to drive it? So in addition to stopping on a zebra crossing, I'm reporting for no insurance as well. Driving with no insurance.
Well, I was my brother, I thought, well, I used to do something.
Yes or no? You've either got insurance or you haven't you?
Well, have you got insurance?
You haven't, have you? Not according to our records.
What can I say at that point?
At that point, the alarm bell started ringing. Right, we need to verify who you are then, don't we? His body language was all wrong. Just have a seat in the back of the car for me, please, sir.
Townhill is going to have to pay a visit to the man's house to find the details he needs to verify his identity.
Thank you very much. He's no trace on the driving licence.
Yeah, he said he's got an Italian licence.
Right, it's definitely only insured to Pasquale Cuomo.
Right, we'll cheers, mate. We'll run him back to Hessel then and verify who he is then. He gave me an address in Hessel, which is a little bit further up the road, but he couldn't give me an exact address. Where is your house?
I live with my brother, man.
In Hessel?
No, in down here.
Right. You've got one more chance. I'm going to lock you up. Tell me who you are and where you live. 2 minutes ago you told me you lived in Hessel.
Well, I don't know the area, but it's called... well, I can take you, any problem. I'm the brother.
Right.
Where do you live?
Yeah.
Well, I can live in Hessel as well.
We checked on the details that he'd given us and there was no record of who he said he was. Where do you live and what's your name?
My name is...
Because I'll find out. I will find out if you're lying to me.
I'm not lying. My name is Paco.
Right, and where do you live?
Well, I live in the house with my brother. I live as well in Jeepsville as well.
So you've got two houses, have you?
No, it's not mine. The house in my brother, it's not mine.
Paco is still telling a Paco lies.
You've got to be firm with these people because, given a chance, they'll try and pull the wool over your eyes. Like he was clearly trying to do that. It's your last chance because we'll find out who you are if you're lying to us.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm not doing nothing. It's amazing anyway.
You can't give them an inch because they'll take a mile. And if you're telling me that you're not Pasquale, okay, and you're his brother, you're not insured to drive that van.
No, I'm Pasquale.
You're Pasquale. Right, so why are you lying to us then?
Because there's no on the court. I don't like this bloody court.
The truth is out. Paco is Pasquale, but something still doesn't quite add up.
And by you telling me that you're not Pasquale, I've reported you for an offence which you haven't even committed, because you are the man that's insured to drive the van, aren't you? So I think you've been a little...
Because you've got not enough money to pay fine as well.
Right, OK. Watch your legs. If he'd have been honest with us to start with, we'd have dealt with him and he'd been on his way. But he just kept digging himself deeper and deeper into this hole.
Off Hessel Road, the van driver is also right in it. The hole he's been digging for himself.
If he's got an Italian licence and he's... Have you had points before?
Points, that's why they created him a licence.
Pardon? Well, you must have done, because you've got a British driving licence number, which means they've created a licence number for you at some point for some reason. Have you ever been dealt with for any traffic offences before?
Yeah.
What?
Speeding.
Speeding, right. How many points have you got for speeding?
It's only 3.
Despite what he told us about not being involved with the police before, he had in fact been prosecuted for speeding.
Which is good news for Townhill.
So does that mean we can give him a ticket then?
But not so good for Pasquale.
Well, I would say, yeah. Just going to get on that line.
Can you just clarify that with him? Because I can't see the problem. If he's got a driving licence number that's got points on it,
Yeah, we can give him more.
we can give him more, can't we?
Oh, jeez.
Point where he's banned, can't we? So the point where he's banned.
Absolutely, yeah. A driver number, it's like a ghost licence, if you like. It's complicated if you don't know the ins and outs, but it's effectively a driving licence that doesn't exist. It's purely for points. Instead of going to court, I'm going to give you 3 points now and a fine of £60 for the offence that you've committed.
Hey, all right.
Just bear in mind, if you'd have been honest with me from the start, you'd have been on your way now.
Can avoid the points, please?
No.
Just like...
No, because the fine comes with the points, I'm afraid, and vice versa. Nowadays, everything's linked to the police national computer, the insurance database, the driving licence database. It's all on there for us to find out.
And find out they have.
You've got 6 points for licence offences and insurance. So that's his driver number. But they've just changed the names around. His name was Quemo Pasquale, spelled like that. 20 East Grove.
But they're still not there yet.
He won't have a licence to surrender, will he?
Oh, come on, please.
It was challenging. It's not your straight up and down one, because as it went on, he was just making up more and more things that we had to negate one way or the other.
At the main police station in Hull, the 2 shoplifters caught in McDonald's are being booked in.
When we got them into the custody suite, they certainly weren't strangers to the environment.
St Andrews K McDonald's. And take everything you've got in your pockets out and stick it on the counter for me.
The third man involved, brought in by PC Stevenson, was just earning a little extra cash on his day off.
The car that he was using was his mum's car, which he had permission to drive and he had the relevant documentation for. He'd come from out of town with these 2 lads who had agreed to pay him a set sum of money in order to go down and steal these items from B&Q on their behalf. He was actually quite a nice, polite young chap who had obviously got a bit taken in by a couple of alleged friends. He was told the plan of what was going to happen, and it worked to plan until guilt got the better of him and he gave himself up.
Good job.
Back by Hessel Road, there are still more questions than answers.
Have you got an Italian licence?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's home.
Was it to hand? Can you find it?
Yeah, I can find it.
Right.
Can seize it, can't we?
Do what?
165.
Yeah. I have to take him back to being posted to Italy as well, my wife. You know, in the army, you need to...
This gets better, doesn't it? Have you or haven't you got an Italian licence at your home address?
I don't think now I'll go with me.
Is it at home?
No.
Right. We were just going to summons him for the zebra crossing offence. Then it transpired that in all likelihood, he didn't even have an Italian driving licence.
You ain't got to produce it, can you?
Where is it then?
What's that?
Where is your licence?
Go back to Italy because after so many after then change to English.
So why are you telling me you've got an Italian licence at home then?
With no verification the man even has a licence in Italy, Townhill is going in for the kill.
I can't prove it, can I? OK, so we're seizing your van from you as well.
Gave me no alternative really than to report him for driving other than in accordance with his licence, which is effectively no driving licence, and seizing his van.
OK.
I have to go rob from tomorrow.
Well, there's nobody like that, is there?
Well, I have to be something like that. I have to have got family to feed in the day. What I have to do? I have to go rob, or I have to go kill somebody in the morning.
It's a bit over the top, isn't it? You know, it's not crime of the century he's committed.
I'm working really for penalty in this country. I'm working.
I accept that, but that's completely separate as to why I've stopped you.
Whilst I can have a little bit of sympathy for his position, I've got no sympathy for the fact that he's in that position, because that's of his own volition. Nobody asked him to do what he did.
Work honest, you lose the job.
He chose to unload his van on the street. The entire contents of the van just started appearing.
Well, I lost my job. That is my job. Because I'm no doll, no nothing. Government don't give me a penny. I have to work to keep my family going. I have to go spatch drugs, things me I don't want to do. But to again, you have to survive.